Hey everybody, this is Brooke with Traveling Uke. You're watching a tutorial for Gentle on My Mind. It's a classic Glen Campbell song. This is a tutorial for the cover released by the band Perry. And actually the key that they do it in is quite difficult on the ukulele, so I've moved it down a half step for the purposes of this channel, which is kind of aimed at beginner and intermediate players. We're going to keep things as simple as possible, but so you can still have fun playing this song. So this song it's just made up of verses. Each verse is played the same way. And it's kind of flowing, but there is some method to the madness. All of the pattern of this song is based on a lot of variations on C and D minor. So I'm going to show you all of the chords, and it's going to sound a little bit daunting with the chord names, but when we get started learning, it's going to be more about like visually showing you what to do instead of just naming the chords, because it gets a little bit sticky. So first, for all of the variations on C, we have just the C. So the bottom string of the 3rd fret. C major 7, it's the bottom string of the 2nd fret. And I'm giving you the chord names now because I'm going to map it out in the comment box below. So if you want to be able to read the song and look at the pattern as well, then you can do that. So this is C major 7. So in the box below, that will be C and then a capital M and 7. C major 7. Then we also have just open strings. This is C6. And then we also have C9, so that's the bottom string of the 5th fret. So that's all of the variations on C, C major 7, C6, and C9. And then we've got some variations on D minor. So this is D minor, the 3rd string of the 1st fret, and the top 2 strings of the 2nd fret, D minor. And then we've also got D minor major 7. This is a really odd chord. So in the comment box below, that's going to be DmM7. And then we've got D minor 7. So we've got D minor, and then you add the bottom string of the 3rd fret. So in the comment box below, that will be DmM7. So we've got D2M7 and DmM7, as well as D minor. And then the other chord in this song is G7. So you've got the 3rd string of the 1st fret, and the 2nd and bottom string of the 2nd fret. Now fortunately this song, the key changes all happen at the same speed throughout the song, so you're playing each chord that you play for the same amount of time. So that remains consistent even though the pattern is pretty complicated. So we're going to practice the strum pattern a little bit on C. It's just your standard down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. But it's a pretty quick song, so up to speed it's going to sound like this. Okay, so for each verse I've split it into 2 halves. The 2 halves are almost the same. The 2nd half adds a couple little things. So I'm going to show you how to play the 1st half. And I've split it up into like 4 lines, kind of 4 different patterns. Okay, so we're going to learn those 4 different parts of this 1st half. So the first one is all based on the C variation. So we've got C major 7, open strings at C6, and C major 7 again. So that's the first line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first line. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. And then for that, we're going to the second line, the next part, D minor. So we're going to stay here, that's the first one, and then we're going to base this next line all around those D minor variations. So you're going to put your pinky down on the 4th fret, bottom string, and then slide it down, and then back up. So you've got D minor major 7, D minor 7, and then back up to the major 7. So that's the second line. And the third line is almost the same, so D minor, major 7 again, minor 7 again, and then we're going to end a little bit differently on G7. So that's the third line. And then for the fourth line, we've got C, C major 7, C9, and then back to C. And that's the end of the first half, and you're going to start the second half the same way, exact same way as this first half. So that last line, C, C major 7, C9, C. So really quickly, those 4 lines again. Line number 1, the first line, I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to name any chords. The next line, and line 3, and then the last line, so that's first half of each verse. The second half. Alright, so this is the second half of each verse, and that's starting in this first verse, for example, it's starting the lyrics, it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds. So we're going to start exactly the same way as the first verse with that first line. And then we're going to add 2 more chords that are not in the first half. So back up to C, and then down again to C major 7. So the first line of the second verse looks like this. And for the second and third line, it's just the same as the first one. So we've got that D minor, major 7, minor 7, major 7 again. And then for the third line, D minor, major 7, minor 7, G7 again. And then here they add on 2 chords again that are not in the first half of the verse. And that is just a D minor and a G7. So you're basically like repeating a little bit of that last line. And then the last line, the fourth line of the verse and of the second half is the same as the first. So you've got C, C major 7, C9, C. So as you can see, this all sounds a bit complicated, but once you get used to like the pattern and the flow of the song, and have a look in the comment box below at the mapping out of the verse, then it'll get to be a little more clear. Alright, so I'm going to play through a whole verse so you can see like the pattern of this song in action and play it almost up to speed. I'm still going to keep it a little bit slower than Van Perry's tempo so I can make some things clear. So this is the first verse. I'm going to do 1 line of intro at the beginning. Verse with the same pattern. So I hope that I've been able to make this as clear as possible. It's a really, really classic, like flowing country song. Hope that you have a good time playing it, and check out the comment box below for kind of the map, the chord map. And keep making suggestions. I've gotten some really good ones lately, so I look forward to making some more tutorials. See ya!